Howdy folks, Tex Grebner here with Tex Grebner Outdoors. New videos every Saturday, so if you don't want to miss out on your Tex Grebner Outdoors Saturday morning cartoon awesomeness, make sure to click subscribe. Check my channel every Saturday for new videos. I love reading your comments, and I really do appreciate all 300 of you that actually bother to watch my videos out of my 30,000 subscribers. This is actually in response to a viewer comment, so I do actually care about you guys on how I rig my trot line. Now this is a Demonhook. The point of the hook is turned in toward the shank of the hook, and obviously it has a barb. This is kind of an evolution of the Cahill style hooks that we grew up with, rather than the normal O'Shaughnessy style hooks that will come with a magic bait trot line. An O'Shaughnessy style is basically a plain barbed straight shank hook. The Cahill is the wide gap, and this is a Mustat Demonhook. These are Berkeley leader clamps, and this is 30-pound test, 30 feet of Berkeley coated leader wire. I take my trot lines pretty serious. Now the purpose for using a Demonhook or a circle hook on the trot line is because when the fish pulls away, catfish's mouth is about like a vice grip. You are going to have a hell of a time driving a hook through his mouth unless you catch him in the corner where he packs his chaw. Anybody remember that Disney cartoon where Goofy's going fishing and he can't catch anything, so he chums the fish up with a plug of tobacco, shaving it in the water, and then when the fish come up to spit, he bashes them on the head with a baseball bat and drops them in a bucket? Anyways, purpose of this is when the fish swims off, it will pull across the top of his jaw, or the bottom of his top jaw, and then catch him in the cheek meat. So you're going to need a magic bait trot line. It's going to come with 25 or 20, I can't really remember, but these trot clips. We're going to make some Demonhook trots. So first of all, you need a tape measure. And I'm going to measure out 2 solid feet. So this is going to make about 15 of these trots. So I'm going to measure out 24 inches of this. And clip that off there. Now there's a little bit of mathematics involved here, because you need 1 hook per trot, and you need 2 of these, and you need 2 feet of coated cable. So the first thing is, you got your trot wire here, and we put our clip on there. Now we're going to take our hook and then loop it back through and then pull it down tight. Now another way of doing this is you can actually double it up and feed it through, kind of like you're snelling it. So go around. Difficult to show on camera, I admit. But here you see I've got it looped through my eye of my hook. and then I'm going to slide it on through, making sure that I don't cross my cable under my clip. So this is going to be kind of like a snelled version. Very rusty needle nose. It's been in my tackle box. Now I'm going to clip this or crimp this on both ends. Good and tight. Now I'm going to take my trot clip and my trot line or wire here, and I'm going to feed this through this cable and then run it back through my trot line or my trot clip, and then run it through my cable clamp here, just like this. Slide it up tight, then crimp it again. So I've got 2 feet of cable, and this is the snelled style, right like this, where I've got it looped around the hook. Now I'm going to measure out another 2 feet, and I'm going to show you the more traditional style. A couple of reasons why I actually use coated leader wire on my trots is because I take my trot lines pretty darn seriously. And even though this is a little bit time consuming to do all these, you will not regret it, because they tend not to break when a catfish wraps up in them and starts sawing on them with those pec fins. And they also tend not to tangle in your trot bucket. So it's an upfront investment, but I tell you what, it is sure worth it. So as you can see, I've just got it looped through the eye of the hook rather than run around the shank of the hook. Get my needle nose again. I've got it run down tight here. Just crimp that. Crimp that. And if you really feel like you need an insurance policy, go ahead and crimp it in the middle. So now we've got our 4/0 or 4-0 Demonhook on there. Get another one of these cable clamps. Slide it on there first. Take our trot clip, slide it on to the cable. Run the cable back through the clamp. Slide her down tight. Then crimping time again. Now you see, a lot of people mix up what a trot line actually is, okay? What I've just made is a trot, okay? The trot goes on the main line, creating a trot line. A line that has several small hooks or smaller lines dangling off of it. That's what makes a trot line. Now obviously you're going to want to check your local regulations to make sure that it is legal to actually run a trot line in your area. And you're also going to want to make sure that you do not leave your trot lines unattended on public water. Because not only can marine life get tangled up in them, but how would you feel if somebody was swimming and drowned because they got wrapped up in your trot line? Especially if you wire rig it the way that I do, because when something gets on one of these Demonhooks, and when something is on the end of this coated cable, it ain't coming off. So there's a lot of responsibility that goes into running a trot line. Very similar to running a trap line, because how would you feel if you were running a trap line with snares and you caught somebody's dog? You know, it's a lot of common sense, but there's a lot of responsibility that you take on when you go to run a trot line. I have the advantage of being able to run trot lines on private water, so I don't really have to worry about it. Now, you can make these trots as long as you like. I either run a 1-inch trot, or a 1-foot trot, I should say, but I prefer the 2-foot trots like what I have here. So here I've got 3 completed trots, the snelled style, and 2 of the classic leader crimp style. Remember, these are the trots. Here's the main line. When you put them together, they make a trot line. The way that this works, again, is you've got this hanging off your main line. And like I say, I like using these cable leaders because they tend not to snarl up as bad in the bucket as the actual magic bait lines do. But this is going to be crimped onto your main line. It opens just like that. The main line goes inside of it. You bait your hooks, and you got this in the water. Mr. Catfish takes your bait in his mouth, and when he swims away and gets to the end of the line, provided that he doesn't let go of your bait, this Demonhook is going to slide across his top jaw and find its way into the corner of his mouth. So I hope this video is helpful to you. Remember, new videos every Saturday. I love reading your comments. As always, God bless all my sportsmen of America. Join the NRA to protect our rights. Please got my friends over at SOETacticalgear.com. Thank you very much to those of you involved in law enforcement and those of you serving in the military. And thanks for watching Texas Grebner Outdoors.